Always great catching up with the UFC flyweight champion, fresh off her victory at UFC 315, taking on Manon Fiorot. It is Valentina Schevchenko back here on the program. Valentina, how you doing?
Doing great. It feels amazing. A little bit recovered after the fight, and yeah, everything good.
Where are you right now? Looks like you're in like a forest or something. Looks really cool.
I'm in Texas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and yeah, we just came back yesterday from Montreal. So after the fight, we stayed a couple days more to actually explore the city without this fighting pressure.
That's true,
And
yeah.
enjoy a little bit more food.
Yes, good. Well, that's great. Did you get any smoked meat in Montreal? That's one of the delicacies in Montreal.
Poutine.
Oh, you had
had
the
to try
poutine. Oh, of course. What did you think?
I heard so
Yeah.
much, like when we were first time in Montreal in press conference winter time. I was asked about poutine. Did I tried it? And I said like no, I didn't try it yet, but I will, I promise. During the fight week you cannot, because you are on a diet and
Yes.
you're just not allowed to. But after the fight I was like, this is the things what I have to do. So amazing, and definitely after the fight it's the best meal.
Good. Glad to hear it. Well, that was an incredible win on the weekend. What a performance that was. You've had a lot of really good wins in your career. Where does that one rank, just with the fact that Manon was, she was a 12-1 opponent, really good striker. That win's got to be one of the top ones in your career for you. Where do you rank it?
I it's every time hard for me to answer these questions, like who is the toughest opponent you have, how like where you rank your fights, because for me it's not just a fight by itself. It's everything, like a combination of how you prepare for the fight, how good your training camp was, how smooth your weight cut was, how you felt, did you have a doubt, you felt like during fight week perfectly, or you had some struggle. And for me it's like a movie. Every single fight it's a new movie with a different action or something like that. So I cannot, and I don't want actually, maybe I can if I want, but I really don't want to add labels to any of my opponents or fights. So I just want them to be unique with their own stories behind.
Well said. Good answer. I'll take that. That's good. Let me ask you this, though. Did the fight play out like you thought it would? I think people on paper felt like it was going to be a close fight. What did you think of how the fight played out to your expectations?
Everything went very good. I knew that coming to the fight, I knew it's gonna be good challenge, because like fighting on the top level of UFC, it means every your fight it's gonna be a hard challenge. And when you fight best like in the world fighters, you are not expecting easy fights. It's gonna be every time you have to prove, and it's gonna be mm, something that you will have to work in terms to gain the victory. But how I said, before the fight, Manon's team, they are all was so confident in her striking skills, in her stand-up game, and they really thought that they have advantage in this perspective. But someone from the media, they asked me about that before the fight, and I said that the best feeling it's when your opponent has a plan for a fight, and they think this plan gonna work, but when after the fight is started, they see it doesn't work and they can't do anything. The frustration on their face, it speaks everything. It speaks by their own, and this is the best feeling. And after the first round, when I saw this frustration on her face, yeah, this is, I understand. This is what I want. This is what why I'm here.
Were you worried at all when it went to the scorecards, just for the simple fact that you've been on the wrong end of a decision before? I remember when you fought Amanda Nunes in the rematch. Was there any concerns about the judges not getting it right?
Interesting, no.
Yeah.
In this fight, I like when I heard usually after the fight I don't hear the scorecard, and it's
Mm.
like it's so loud with the fans, and it's like about the mic. Usually it's very hard to hear exactly what they're saying, but when I heard like unanimous decision,
Mhm.
then I was like, no, yeah, this is it. So I was not worried at all this time.
And do you plan on going back to Montreal at some point? I know you like traveling a lot. It seemed like you had a good time. Do you plan on in the future maybe going back just to visit?
I would love. I would love to go back to Montreal, and being during the springtime,
Yeah,
it's completely different city. And I would say that most likely during the summertime, it's even more beautiful,
it is. Yeah.
even more attractive city. Uh, 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 when we were there, the boating season just started,
Mm.
and we were lucky to have our boat trip, 1 day trip before the fight. And I very like to go on a boat and to drive my boat in Puget Sound and Lake Mead, and it's something that I really enjoy because I feel it's not only that many people think like when you are on a boat you just like luxury stuff you are enjoying, but for me it's like a process, it's a way, it's a lifestyle when you have to learn about navigation, learn about current tides. It's a whole world. That's why I hope during the summertime when the like a lot of boats around and boating season is started, probably yeah it's gonna be amazing just to have on the St. Lawrence River this like cruising from one marina to another marina, and I would love to come back to Montreal.
Love it. That's great. Just last thing on UFC 315 in Montreal. Did you see Jack Della Maddalena win the title, or did you see the highlights? It was a pretty incredible win with him defeating Bilal Muhammad.
This exactly moment we were like doing all the interview stuff, and it was after this fight it was more than normally, and they set up what Canada had for this event. It was different that we have during the Las Vegas, so it was more obligations. And yeah, I did see some highlights of the fight, especially after a little bit. Yeah, and like the reaction of fans and the people, they are like very happy with both fighters, with both performances. So I think people really enjoy to see Bilal's and Jack Della Maddalena fight.
Yeah, it was a great fight, just like yours was. It was awesome. Okay, so I know when we do interviews before the fight, we don't like talking about future opponents, but you just won your fight. So to me, I think there's two options for you next. There could be Natalia Silva, who beat Alexa Grasso on your card, or there's this fight with Weili Zhang. I know you don't pick your fights, but the Weili Zhang fight, I think, is such a big fight. Is that kind of what you think could be next? What's sort of your thoughts on your next opponent?
Yes, I think it's like they are Weili and Natalia. They are very good fighters. Weili, she with all the time what she's fighting in UFC, with all her beautiful performances, she proved that she's a strong fighter. She evolving like every single fight, and definitely a strawweight champion at the moment. And it's gonna be like super cool fight. Natalia, she also like beautiful, amazing fighter, and I really like her performances during UFC 315, and her like tactically right approach for the fight when she didn't want to engage with Alexa in Alexa's comfortable distance, and she used this like moves and distance like very smartly, and this is actually like tactically she was ahead, and tactically they build up the fight the correct way, because if it would be like open fight like uh, on the closer distance, it could go like both ways, like one on another. It depends who has like stronger head and like better luck in these interchanges, because it's every time 50-50. But I feel like for the interchanges it's every time you can do that, it's gonna be looks good definitely, but you never know, you win or lose. And being a fighter, you kind of like have your goal. You want to win the fight, and you have to add more chances into your game, not lower them, but add more. That's why it's you have to be very smart in this moment, not just like I don't matter what's happening in for like in next few seconds I just go and fight there. No, you have to be smart. And both of them, I like these matchups, and I like how they um, el- completely different would be approach, but I'm ready to any of them. And I am a fighter who every time like accepts the fight. I'm not the one who's picking like many think that this is a smart decision. Okay, let's choose who is next. No, when UFC gonna approach to me for with the next name and date, I'm here. I'm here. You know where to find me.
Right, for sure. So you don't have a preference. Whatever the UFC gives you, you're good because they're both good opponents, right? Like, and they're both fresh matchups too, which is nice. So
Yes, and but in the same time I feel that I feel many fans, they kind of like want to see more Weili fight,
yeah.
and I feel this energy going around. So yeah, let's see what UFC decide.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that. If it was to happen, you and Weili, how do you feel like your style matches up against hers? Because Weili's very strong for 115, but obviously flyweight's a different division.
Yes, it's a flyweight, it's different division. Right now, you know that my approach to every opponent, I start to like deeply study them
Mhm.
when the agreement is signed,
Mhm.
already signed, and I already kind of like have this focus. And my coach Pavel, he has this focus, and we start to study opponent, because I feel like spreading your energy, it's lowering your chances to be the
That's
best
true.
person,
Yeah. Well
the
said.
best fighter.
Yeah.
And that's why it's kind of like a little bit early for this question,
Mhm.
because I really am I definitely saw fights of Whaley many times, but I didn't saw them from the perspective uh, like that close, that is she's my next opponent.
Well said. Well said. So when would you like to fight next? Like, I know you love traveling and you like doing things outside of martial arts as well, but is there like an ideal timeline of when you would want to have your next title defense?
Mm-hmm. I never take decisions, and never put some like throw in some dates
Mhm.
with uh, without thinking about it.
Mhm.
And right now, like after the just recently fight,
Mhm.
like few days ago, it's still like very. You have to recover just a little bit
Of course.
your
Yeah.
mental and physical force to give the right answer for the next fight. Because I feel you can say whatever with you still have adrenaline. I still have adrenaline
Right.
from the fight, because it's like I cannot sleep during the night, because I real like reliving
Yeah.
all the emotions. And I just like it's everything like different. My body is not having this hard training every day and eating a lot, and it's kind of like what's happening, I don't understand. I just like had completely different my schedule during like a few so many times, and now it's everything changing. So right now it's kind of like not the best time for decisions.
Yes.
So probably after a week I would know the better answer, but definitely I will plan on a travel, and to have some beautiful and quality time, to have the proper recovery, heal all the injuries, and be the best version for the next challenge.
Okay, that sounds great. We do have a big fight in your division coming up here pretty soon with Erin Blanchfield and Macyee Barber. Who do you think would win that fight? Because that's a main event coming up in a few weeks.
um, Good question. And um, so I'm not sure. Macy, I think she's coming from the injury, right? She had
Yes.
surgery, and she didn't fight for how long?
It's been a
About.
while. So it was over a year. It was March of 2024.
Mhm. So I would say that Macy also, she's kind of like she feels bigger fighter, like strong fighter, and she I don't know, when she fought with Roxanne.
Oh,
When she
Roxanne.
fought
Yes, yes.
Roxanne, yeah. So Roxanne was able to take her down and like do things on the ground, right?
Mhm,
So this is what speciality of Erin.
mhm.
But since that fight, so many like time had passed, and I no doubts that Macy evolved as a fighter, and this is like she made like more stronger this side of martial arts for herself.
Mhm,
So I don't know. It's very hard to say these predictions.
mhm.
I know for sure it's gonna be amazing fight, and I really don't like to make any predictions. I want
Okay.
to enjoy the fight and see how both ladies like ready for the fight, and just want to wish them both good luck and be in their best shape and do everything what they know.
So, don't need a prediction for this one, but I was just curious your thoughts on the Julianna Pena and Kayla Harrison bantamweight fight. That was your old division. You have a win over Julianna. What do you think of that fight as Kayla looks to win a title coming over from PFL?
It's the same. Like I don't like prediction. I don't like this all of the things. But I want to wish good luck to Juliana Pena because I think she deserves that
Mhm,
where she is, and I think she's very strong fighter, and being champion, then lost her belt, then becoming champion again. It's kind of like giving her this extra power, and she exactly know how to use everything correctly. And I say that on the ground she's very dangerous, and she will use that as well. It's not very easy to take her down,
mhm,
and she has very strong ability um, to keep going, like to never stop, and no matter like how hard her opponent, she just keep going forward, and she can get a lot of damage as well. So yeah, I just like my personal, and it's not about qualities
mhm.
about every single fighter. It's just like personally because I have history with Juliana, and I just like from this perspective, I wish her good luck on this fight.
Well said. Do you think Amanda Nunes comes back? There's talk if Kayla wins that Amanda might come out of retirement to fight Kayla. Do you think she will?
Rumors,
Yeah.
gossips,
Yeah.
no one knows.
Yes, for sure. I know. I know. She even said that she was going to come back, but I don't. I don't think that. I'll believe it when I see it. I don't know how you feel about that.
Exactly, exactly. You know, when I feel fighters when they are not active anymore,
Mhm,
and they but they were like on a top and
mhm,
have all this attention, and like everyone was asking, they're missing this feeling.
mhm,
That's why you kind of like see many of the fighters, they have huge announcement of their retirement,
mhm.
but they after like a few years they missing this feeling, being in the fight, having this adrenaline, all this attention, and then why I'm not come back. I feel that it's a little bit devalue the word of retirement.
Mhm.
I say that Tony Ferguson did the most right things when he put down only one glove. So it
Right.
means he's retired, but he might come back. So
Yeah.
I feel that if you are not sure, you do this thing, yeah, right?
Mhm,
It's like it's not this so big and huge words about retirement, yeah.
mhm,
And like at least your conscience that you are follow your word
mhm.
or you not follow your word, it's gonna be clear, because I feel it's not good when people not stand behind their words. So before they throw something,
Mhm.
you have to think how it's gonna affect you in a few years.
Yes, well said. Valentina, thank you so much for the time. Enjoy your traveling and recovery and everything else. If there's anything you want to mention before we go, any sponsors or anything else you want to say, I will give you the last word.
As always, just say thank you so much for all my fans who supports me, who every time like believes me before the fight, wishing me all the success, and my team, my training partners, everyone who was a part. Ooh, it's very strong wind I
I was going
have
to say,
here.
yeah, you did well. You got getting through this interview, you didn't get blown away.
Yeah. And just like wanted to wish everyone amazing rest of the week and appreciate their attention. Thank you so much.